Hey you guys, welcome back to LA Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in with me. Please check me out on all of my social media platforms. Follow, subscribe, interact, comment your thoughts, and let me know what you think about the news that is flowing. I wanted to stop by and give a quick update on the case of Breonna Taylor and some of the things that are going on within her case.
4 women, 4 Negro women, each one with a different color, each one with a different grade of hair, and one of the women's hair is like mine. Each one with a different background. 4 women. My skin is black. My arms are long. My hair is woolly, but my back is strong.
So I wanted to just shout out all of the women who we have lost behind police brutality. To me, we have to hold our women as cherished pieces of gold. We have to, especially in this society that we are living in. A lot of women find entertainment in watching other women or participating in your own demise, your own downfall, and now is not the time. We already know that Breonna Taylor has had some leaked documents that have came out, and these documents, I'm not able to verify them, and I'm also not able to really be sure on if these are completely accurate, being the fact that Louisville, Kentucky has played this tumultuous game with the whole world. On top of these leaked documents that have came out, we have also heard about the family being awarded $12 million from Louisville, Kentucky, their police department. In my research, I can see that a certain amount of money came from the actual police department, whereas another amount has came from a fund through the city. I do believe they split that money up between those two parties in a certain type of way, but that also shows that these police departments have enough money to actually pay out these lump sums to families. Now, you would think that that would be an admission of guilt. You would think that that would mean, okay, well, we need to move forward criminally with some sort of final answer. But no. That's not how things work. With money comes policy. And this is something that Cisco has drilled in my head as a researcher. And I'm sure you guys will see what that means very soon. And to the family of Breonna Taylor, I hope you all stand strong and stand firm on what you all are seeking. In the midst of all this turmoil that the family is facing, they were able to get a very substantial piece done, which was the end of no-knock warrants in Louisville, Kentucky. In a previous video, I do believe I stated that, we all need to be looking around in our local areas to see if no-knock warrants are being enforced, because this is dangerous. And that's why I did a slight montage to the women before Breonna Taylor, because that gives us some backsight on what took place in other cases. Yes, we do see that the police and the city of Louisville is actually posturing, because they know that if they make the wrong move by letting these officers go, that, that could mean the end of their civil rest, turning that thing upside down into civil unrest, which seems to be a theme in 2020. I also want to share with you what John Mattingly, the police officer involved in Breonna Taylor's shooting, has to say about all of this. This was posted on wave3.com. John Mattingly, officer involved in Breonna Taylor shooting, sends candid email to LMPD colleagues. This was posted on September 22nd of 2020. LMPD Sergeant John Mattingly confirmed to Wave 3 News that he sent a strongly worded email to his department colleagues early Tuesday morning. In the email, Mattingly, one of 3 LMPD officers involved in the deadly Breonna Taylor shooting in March, referred to some protesters as thugs, saying they will throw bricks, bottles, and urine on officers and will get in your face and yell, curse, and degrade you. When LMPD Interim Chief Robert Schroeder was asked about the email at a news conference Tuesday morning, he said, "It's a little premature to talk about that. It's something developing, so we'll have something out later." Mattingly and 2 other narcotics officers fired their guns the night of the Taylor raid, which left the 26-year-old bleeding to death on the floor of her apartment hallway. Her death has sparked more than 100 days of local protests at a time when the country is confronted with a racial reckoning. Mattingly and detectives Miles Cosgrove and Brett Hankinson were placed on administrative reassignment immediately following the Taylor shooting, per department protocol. Mattingly was shot during the raid but has recovered from his injury. Hankinson was later fired for blindly shooting 10 rounds into Taylor's apartment from outside of it, according to the termination letter. As the city braces for Attorney General Daniel Cameron's announcement of whether to criminally charge the officers involved in Taylor's death, Mattingly said in his email that it's not as us against society, but it is good versus. In the email sent just after 2 a.m. Tuesday, Mattingly blasts city and department leadership, calling them pencil pushers, but said the intention of his note was to show support for the LMPD colleagues who are bracing for a tumultuous week. On Monday, LMPD declared a state of emergency just minutes after announcing it was canceling time off requests from its officers. Another sign suggesting Cameron's announcement is imminent was the sight of crews installing concrete barricades in several locations around downtown Louisville on Monday evening. And Tuesday, Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher announced his own state of emergency, which includes a ban on on-street parking downtown. When Vice News reporter Roberto Ferdman was first to tweet screen grabs of Mattingly's emails Tuesday, the comments were packed with strong criticism of Mattingly, but the sergeant, who has never spoken publicly about the case, told Wave 3 News, Natalia Martinez, that his critics might have a different view if they read the email in its entirety. They have attached the full email. I've read through it, and basically it's the point of view of an officer who has his back against the wall. But my questions still remain. What is the price of losing a beautiful woman, a beautiful black woman? This woman, you have to put it into full perspective that she can procreate, she can create life. She could have been a mother, she could have been a doctor that cured AIDS, she could have been anything in this world. And that's something that we have to keep in mind when we think about anything to do with police brutality. The same way that they lock our brothers up and keep them from their families is the same way that they can snuff out our women, and we can't make any more of us at all. And I know that may sound like I'm getting ahead of myself, but I do like to think about the future. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor, to all of the women that we have lost behind police brutality and, over policing. Let me know what you guys think down below. I will be back with more, and we will definitely have a talk after we find out what has taken place with these officers involved in Breonna Taylor's murder. Once again, thank you guys so much for stopping by LA Show to listen in on some news. I will be back with more. Just give me some time and be patient. In the meantime, follow me on all of my social media platforms, and also check out LA Show the podcast.